A dramatic day of protest and politics as the Congress's price rise protest was led by all three Gandhis. The most dramatic developments coming as Priyanka Gandhi sat on a dharna today, but as she was climbing the barricade, she was dragged by cops as she was coming out. They then take her and physically drag her as she sits on the ground. They then physically drag her and other Congress leaders into vehicles. She's dragged there by women cops and put in that vehicle, and then Rahul Gandhi and she were detained, and you can see there all that video of her being dragged in. They've now been released after 4 hours of being detained at a Delhi police camp.
Priyanka Gandhi Vadra jumping barricades outside the Congress headquarters. But the Congress General Secretary refused to cooperate with the police. They had to physically move her. The Gandhis led the Congress demonstrations with top leaders wearing black to protest against rising prices and unemployment.
हमारा मकसद यह है कि हम इनके मंत्री कह रहे हैं इनको महंगाई नहीं दिखती, तो हम पीएम हाउस तक चल के महंगाई दिखाना चाहते हैं, गैस का सिलेंडर दिखाना चाहते हैं जो आज कोई खरीद नहीं सकता है, इतनी महंगाई है.
Priyanka, her brother and ex-party president Rahul were among the many detained as they tried to march towards Rashtrapati Bhavan and the Prime Minister's residence.
हिटलर भी चुनाव जीत के आया था. हाँ, हिटलर भी चुनाव जीत जाता था. हिटलर चुनाव कैसे जीतता था? हिटलर चुनाव ऐसे जीतता था कि जर्मनी के पूरे इंस्टीट्यूशंस उसके हाथ में थे. उसके पास एसए थी, पैरामिलिट्री फोर्स थी, उसके पास पूरा का पूरा ढांचा था.
वो हिटलर को कोट कर रहे थे. हिटलर को कितना पढ़ा है याद करिए. अगर तानाशाही इस देश ने देखी है तो कांग्रेस के राज में देखी है. इमरजेंसी के समय जब जजेस सुपरसीड हुए, जब नेताओं को मीसा में बंद किया गया, जब लोकनायक जयप्रकाश जैसे महान नेता किडनी खराब थी उनको भी जेल में बंद किया गया.
Sonia Gandhi attended parliament, but after protest it was adjourned.
और ये जांच एजेंसियां बिल्कुल स्वतंत्र है, अपना काम कर रही हैं और कृपया करके इसमें अवरोध पैदा ना करें. राहुल जी, प्रियंका जी, कृपया करके दिखावा ना करिए, जांच एजेंसियों का सहयोग कीजिए.
However, absent during the protests were the other opposition parties like their own allies, DMK, left parties among others, who they say were not invited. This has now become the new venue for protests. Congress members of parliament realize they get better media coverage than in parliament. Clearly, the focus today for the Congress party was to show resonance with the people on price rise, on unemployment and on the GST. Their focus to continue these protests in the days ahead to explain that the opposition parties are trying to voice the issues of the common persons. With camera person Sudesh and Sanjay Kaushik and Rakesh, Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.